Attention! Attention! And now we welcome to the Grand Trivia stage our great leader, our Grand Aquarium Emperor, the trivia master of this age, the past age, the upcoming age, and ages unknown. Please welcome Grand Trivia Master Fluval. Oh, that was a bad noise. Sorry, Master. Let's try again. Fluval. Oh, that's not. We must find the noise to pay tribute to all 5 dimensions you hold in your control. Yes, the fake trumpet for Fluval.
Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of Dragon Ball lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a piercing, as if someone gently piercing the dimensional veil. "'Tis some intern," I muttered. But, you know, it is also I, Fluval, Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire.
It's Fluval.
Welcome to Grand Trivia, the only trivia show in any dimension where the points do matter. Oh, they matter. And losing will cost you everything. Tonight's episode is all about Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, all your Dragon's Balls.
All those Dragon's Ball.
And you might be wondering, Fluval, don't you have an incredible hat to tie in with this week's theme?
Oh my god, oh my god.
I'm glad you asked, but I have to power up. I have Bart's hair. My power level is rising. There we go. That's right, it's the mark of Majin Buu, the villainous being. Who was imprisoned by the alien sorcerers.
And then he broke out. It's
Call
kind of
me
like,
Majin Flu.
yeah, it's kind of also like Sandman. We're tying everything
Thank
together.
you, Missy. It was an Indy 500 impression.
Yes, that as well.
Yes! That is my power level.
Tis some intern, nothing more.
But don't worry, we have more to show from our great followers on Twitter.
Yes, we are opening everything today. Are those words?
First, if you support us on Patreon at patreon.com/radiofreemultiverse, you too can have your sheets infested by the things we've sent you.
I believe that is a
Beautiful
disc
City
of
did.
interest.
Yes, Beautiful City decided to change their sheets tonight and found a disc of interest. In the sheets, and you can support us as well at, of course, patreon.com/radiofreemultiverse.
And we wanted next to demonstrate the appropriate way to handle those physical objects sent to you through the mail by us. So we have our lovely follower, Joss. Hello, So, Joss,
Yes,
thank
Jess.
you so much for your extended suffering.
Jess opened with, I think I got some sand in the mail. And thank you for the raid, Wizworld Live, as well.
Yay, thank you so much.
So when Jess inspected the mail we sent, there was nothing on the light test.
Yes, and this is to test for, anything that might explode outward.
Yes.
Which does happen.
And then, but wait. There is something.
There is something.
On this shake test. So suspicious. Well, let's let Jas demonstrate the safe way to open your mail that you've received from Radio Free Multiverse. Okay. Now, hopefully nothing too flammable is in there.
You'll never know.
Oh! Pop! There goes the mail. Yes, Wizworld Live, this is the safe way, the only safe way to find out what's inside. And again, this is from Jas Fats in Montgomery, who I would say makes Jas 3 Fats and make like Jas 2 Fats and look like Jas 1 Fats and...
I do want to show everyone how the area on the ground around which this is happening, lush, green, beautiful, low likelihood of massive wildfires.
Yes. Smart choice on Jas's part for where to cause that fire.
Safety first.
And then found inside, there was glitter.
That's how you send Christmas cards. Yes!
And
look
foiled
how
our
wonderful
plot.
it is. Foiled. I open my mail in an office for 10 hours a day. This is always how we do it. Yes. It's the only appropriate way. Look, I cannot tell you what is going to end up in your hands once it passes through the dimensional veil. Cannot tell you. But I can tell you that is the only safe way to handle it. And speaking of, I wanted to show everyone something that they'll be getting if they win tonight's trivia. Can I do this, Fluval?
Sure.
Can I show the people? Behold! Something you can barely see because, of course, it is mostly void. But it's a booklet of personal propaganda. That's right, personal propaganda. Because why should advertisers have all the fun? This is really cool because you can see the writing more than the paper, which is disappearing. So you'll be receiving a booklet of little stickers with handy dandy phrases like slander, libel, collage is copyright infringement, because it is. It's Fluval's copyright, actually. One says Radio Free Multiverse. Yeah, and the rest say, and then better living through suffering, of course. Of course! Better living through suffering. Thank you so much. The winner will be getting this little booklet of personal propaganda. And remember, whenever you are distributing propaganda, make sure to hail Fluval.
Hail me!
Yes, good. I libel a lot. Libel, excellent. As is pointing out, libel. Okay.
Yes.
Your planet still incredibly valuable to the network executives, okay? We need some more seasons of late stage capitalism who will survive. Do not destroy yourselves yet.
No.
Distribute
No.
personal propaganda. Purchase abortions.
Yes.
And don't cause wildfires.
And you can purchase abortions and have it show up in this thermometer by typing !charity in the chat to donate. I just remember because of
libel versus slander.
I just remember because of Ted Raimi's Spider-Man.
Tell us.
Slander is spoken.
Slander is spoken. What happens? What if it's communicated fifth dimensionally,
In print,
but in
it's
such a
libel.
way? In print. Okay. Third term, abort capitalism.
Yeah.
Yes. That would be excellent because what we're planning We want that dramatic ending, the kind of which happens in so many things.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball, we need you to reach a Star Trek utopia before we destroy you. That's right. That's so that your suffering is ours. We need to cause your suffering.
Exactly.
Otherwise, we do not have it as our intellectual property.
No.
And then it loses all value. We wouldn't even syndicate it.
Let us patent your suffering.
It wouldn't even be worth putting it through reruns,
No.
okay? It will disappear like Farscape.
Yes.
No one will see it. We require. So...
Your suffering should be able to air on Toonami.
Yes.
Just like this game of trivia with WizWorld Live, Majin Void GT, Grand Tour, and...
Yes, for the time being, until we destroy all of you together.
Yes.
All
Hello,
of you.
9001. It's over 9,000. And you can get the link as well by typing trivia or exclamation point trivia in the chat or scanning the QR code at the top of the screen.
Scan that code.
Scan that code. Use your scouter to scan that code and determine its power level and join our game of Dragon Ball trivia.
Incredible.
I do.
I remember when
Super Spray and Cum is here. Hello, Super Spray and Cum.
Welcome. Now QR codes just make it really hard to choose a restaurant because their menus are nowhere.
Yes, but they do make it easier to join our game of trivia as 9001, Super Spray and Cum, Majin Void GT, WizWorld Live, and Misinfo Loses.
Oh, the link never works for Things from the Void. That's because you're in the void, Things from the Void. Oh, are you out of the void because you're a thing from the void? Are you all of the things from the void? Probably all of those.
Great point.
Oh, suffering. Yes.
Yes, it has to make you suffer.
Yes, thank you so much. We're so happy that you are suffering so much due to our choices. Yeah, that makes it our intellectual property. Thank you so much.
The first time Argyle used a COVID shot was their first COVID. First time he used the QR test was their first COVID shot. They had instructions in the waiting area you had to scan. They were so confused. They don't really refer to my void origin in the void so much. That's true, but Bootleg Berter is here. The Spanking Ma also here. Hello, the Spanking Ma. Welcome to our game of trivia. We've given you plenty of time to join, so I think... Oh, the 4 Dragon Balls! The 4 Dragon Balls are also here. Get you in, and don't worry if you can join after our game has started as well.
Before we get started, I have a question.
Yes.
Look.
Hello, Jazz Fats and Z.
Jazz Fats and Z.
What, intern Kakarot?
I'm so sorry. I'm intern Kristie. If I gathered for you...
Yeah.
All of the Dragon Balls. And the dragon appeared and was like, Fluval, you are so great and wonderful. It is my deepest honor to grant you a wish. What would your wish be?
I'd bring back a planet I destroyed so I could destroy it again. Also, there's 7 Dragon Balls in total.
Oh, excellent. I would bring all 7 of them to you.
And which dragon are you talking about also? Are you talking about Shenron, the Earth Dragon Ball dragon, or the Namek
Only the most powerful
Dragon Ball
one.
Dragon.
Only the most powerful one for you, Fluval. Only the most powerful one.
Oh, of course. That was the correct answer.
Doubtful, too easy. There are 7. That might be a question. We don't know.
It's not.
You know?
I know.
Redactron?
Yes, Chevron, the Earth-draining dragon.
You know, some of us
Techron.
watched Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z when it was on Cartoon Network in the 2000s.
Some of us also watched the local repeats before it was on Cartoon Network.
And some of us watched DBZ Abridged like 5 years ago. And that was really awesome. And maybe some of us are going to check out the first season of that tonight and not any of the other
Intern
seasons.
Forrest played the video game of Dragon Ball GT. that he rented from Blockbuster when they had it, and then his first time getting scammed on eBay was when he tried to purchase the disc version of the game and then got completely scammed out of his parents' money.
Intern Forrest, oh my God. What a loser. What a loser.
They kept expanding the oh, I'm busy, I'll send it, I definitely sent it, and then it was past the eBay insurance period. Let's start the game of trivia. Here we go. Question number 1, starting now in 3, 2, 1. All full-blooded Saiyans' names are vegetable puns. Which character is also known as a Kakarot, which is a pun for
Kristie.
carrots? Is it Gohan, Goku, Goten, or Trunks? I assume you know the name of this, since Kakarot is your namesake, intern Kakarot.
I'm Kristie. Hi, I'm intern Kristie. Yeah. Fluval, are you meaning to show us not the question screen right now?
Here we go.
Okay. I just
the pin is 634411, and the correct answer is Goku. He was born as Kakarot and gained the name of Goku when he was found by an Earthling farmer named Gohan, which is also the name of Goku's son.
That's adorable. Oh my God, I never knew. I probably
There's
knew
lore and canon in this Dragon Ball trivia game.
There's lore.
You can also see the pin now on the lower part of the screen. And yes, lore, we're also not talking about Star Trek's lore.
No, not lore. Data's brother.
There are androids in Dragon Ball, though. Yeah, Missy, yeah. He basically is Superman. But what if Superman was sent to conquer Earth?
Yes.
And then turned out to be a dumbass who was kind and just sort of fought people for a while.
Yeah. In tournaments.
And then married a person he had defeated in a tournament. And then just kept fighting people. And then died. And then got better.
Got better.
And then fought some people for some more.
While he was dead.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And met a monkey named Bubbles.
Yeah. But also, it's like if Superman was also a werewolf of a giant ape.
Yeah.
That was even more powerful than himself. And something about killing the moon. Which happened in California 3 years ago.
And in Avatar. The last
Was
Airbender.
it a children's card game tournament?
It's a fighting tournament.
It was about as violent.
That's the secret. In Dragon Ball, it's always a fighting tournament. Is he also a Jesus stand-in? No.
Not really.
No, because we meet his dad and he's a Saiyan.
Yeah, not really. It's much more of the...
Is that why they're called the Z Fighter Team Things from the Void? Because they go to the Z gym?
Yes.
Oh, Jess says, I remember getting teamed up with a kid to do creative writing in 8th grade English, and he made us do Dragon Ball fan fiction.
I love that.
I think the whole story was about training and power levels, so it sure sounds like DBZ fan fiction.
Amazing. Less Jesus-y. Yeah, because he would, like, come back and, like, not necessarily save the day. Like, everyone was like, oh, like, we need to get him back so we can, like... so he can help us win, but it was less of a, like, he's saving.
He also comes back from the dead a lot more than Jesus.
It's like South Park levels.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, so I'm doing Twagus. Right, which is Missy's podcast.
Yes!
Watching, it's like Bat Month, but for Twilight.
Stunning. How many boot shots? Oh! Who has seen Sandman? And who wants to have a discussion about the amount of shots of boots in both that and Matt Reeves' 2022? The Batman.
Yeah, that's why they all have the same aura. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Master Roshi's a CrossFit trainer.
Yep.
That explains so many things about his personality. Maybe you'll find out what some of them are through this game of trivia. But for now, we're going to go to the leaderboard, where WizWorld Live is in first. The
tires are the boots of the car. They are. They are.
Dragon Balls in third.
This was Alice's great breakthrough, actually.
Majin Void GT in fourth, and
that's a really good one.
Berther in 5th.
Right?
Yes. The Void knows their Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon. Rock the Dragon Ball. Question 2. True or false? This is the Dragon Ball Z character, Mr. Satan. Is that true or false?
Because in England, the boot of the car is the trunk.
Yes.
Ah!
But is this Mr. Satan? Get your answers in now. You have a 50-50 chance of being correct.
I think that was my favorite part of watching Dragon Ball as a young person from a predominantly Christian society. They treated Christian lore like the same way that we treat like the lore and like mythologies of ancient and current cultures, and that was really fun.
Wizard Live says it's the Fucks King.
That's the
Oh no,
King.
wait, the photo didn't load for all of you? Well, that's unfortunate. Do you see it now?
Please suffer.
Do you see it now?
We love the suffering.
Well, hey, thanks from the Void. You'll get this joke. It's King Yama, the ogre who decides whether or not a soul goes to heaven or hell while seated at his great desk.
It's mahogany.
Mr. Satan is a martial arts master who we'll see after we see the leaderboard, where Wizworld Live is still in 1st, but 9001 is now in 5th. This is Mr. Satan.
Oh, your mind read at that like there is a character, true or false.
Oh, no. It was this. +5 comedy points. Good.
Are the horns part of the hat, or is that part of the ogreness?
The ogreness. It's part of the ogreness. You'll see another
There's the
ogre
guy.
later in this quiz.
I love ogres. They're great.
The afterlife stuff may have left
Great boots.
quite an impact.
Fantastic boots.
Yes, the Dragon Ball is full of great boots, including the boots worn by the subject of question number 3.
Why didn't we do Sandman trivia?
Because we hadn't watched Sandman yet when we announced this last week.
I fucking love Sandman.
We'll do Sandman. There's going to be plenty of time to do Sandman.
Who watched Sandman?
Also, because this Dragon Ball trivia led to the Dragon Ball characters coming to Fortnite. You heard that announcement this week. We announced that we're doing Dragon Ball trivia, and then later that week, Epic is like, oh no, we better add Dragon Ball to Fortnite. So you're welcome. We're why Goku and friends are going to wield guns in Fortnite.
Excuse me?
Well, because all the
I thought they were guns.
No, well, they are, but in Fortnite, no matter what skin your character has, you're wielding guns. So Superman and Darth Vader both just pick up AKs and blast at each other, and Darth Vader can drive a car.
Oh, Sandman is coming to Fortnite. Sandman is absolutely coming to Fortnite. You kidding me?
That's my dream.
He's gonna jump in there, take away people's like illusions of themselves as the hero of their own story, and
that's
then
my desire.
They'll walk into the ocean.
That's my delirium.
Who watched Sandman? Did any of you watch Sandman here? Or read it. Like...
Well, there's more important things for them to read right now, Charlene.
Okay.
Like question number 3. True or false, Super Saiyans have blonde hair so they wouldn't have to keep coloring in Goku's hair on the manga. Is that true or is that false?
Missy, okay, no, you all have to, if you don't have Netflix, maybe you do. And then... you watch Sandman.
No. Seth is on the. Seth's on the Preacher one, not Sandman. Seth Rogen.
Oh no.
No, he's not. Oh yeah, he's not on Sandman.
No.
But the answer is true. Dragon Ball Z's original manga was published weekly in black and white, so they made Super Saiyan's hair blonde by just not coloring it in. As Akira Toriyama said, I gave him blonde hair so it wouldn't be as much work for my assistant. He spent a lot of time blacking in Goku's hair, and I had to erase over it. It was a real pain.
Amazing.
Laziness is almost always the right answer, especially with comics.
Yup!
Weekly manga. Yeah. Yeah. Corner cutting and making it simpler is always the right answer. Haha, Missy got it right. Let's see where Missy is on our leaderboard.
Missy.
Wow, Wizworld Live holding on to first, and Dragon Balls dragging their balls all the way to second. Jupiter
Jupiter Curfy?
You're in third. Bootleg Burter in fourth, and 9001 in fifth. Oh, yeah. He's in The Boys. He's also in Invincible.
Oh.
He also is in Invincible. It's the Sandman. Neil Gaiman dodging that casting.
No, Sandman is basically Netflix being like, look, we don't want to actually stop supporting transphobic nonsense, so what if we give all the money to someone who has been including queer people and people of color in their shit since the 80s and is like a darling of like all that industry to just like bring back emo style to us in this moment? Would you do that for us and save our network? So watch it because it's really good. Or don't if you're like philosophically against it. That is also fine.
Yeah, we're not
Read it in that case.
We're not telling you have to watch Netflix. The only thing you have to watch.
It does fix all the shitty things.
The only thing you have to watch is this show.
Yeah, it's really good. And it made me want to get boots so
Our
bad.
show, not Sandman, is what I mean. You have to
Our
watch.
show is amazing.
You
Our
always
show
have
is
to watch.
best.
Oh no, I'm hearing double for Charlene's.
And now your prize will have authentic running ink from this very show.
Oh.
The books, it's a lot. It's a fucking lot, and they leave in, like, most of it.
Yeah, they believe it. The show is also a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It only
It's a
goes
lot.
through the first 2 arcs, though.
Yeah, it only covers the first 2 arcs so far. How's that ink been running up that hill, too? Great question, Missy. Well, while intern Chaos and Cataclysm here cleans up that spill, I'm going to go to question number 4.
But you know what they did leave out that I thought was very funny? An extremely pointed reference to the idea that Disneyland would pay off families who were victims of a crime committed by a person there. And so a person would choose to keep committing crimes in Disneyland.
Wait, what?
What?
Argyle says, OMG, I ran a one-shot homebrew TTRPG, and Premel was there, and I had used a 2D representation of me, Fluval, as a temporary token while building it. Wow.
Incredible!
Dungeon Dandor Dragon.
Yes! A Fluval should, of course, be in every single thing all of you do. This is incredible.
Yeah, use me as a stand-in for Baphomet.
Incredible.
But now it's time for question number 4. Here we go. Question number 4, which I'm going to show. Vegeta was born on which planet? Earth, Namek, Sadala, or Vegeta? Where was Vegeta, Prince of the Saiyans, born?
Oh, that's sick as fuck.
Oh,
Things from
wow.
The Void. Things from the Void. Got to get the first prime Preacher. I never read Preacher.
I didn't either.
It seemed just like a little too much for me.
It seemed like a lot. A lot.
Yeah, that's fucking amazing.
Do you know which planet Vegeta was born on in turn chronology?
I do.
Wizworld Live says, I fucked up. I know I did. In a hospital.
Good!
Probably. The correct answer is Vegeta, which was ruled by Vegeta's father, Vegeta, who was the last king of the Saiyans. It was under his rule that Frieza destroyed planet Vegeta, and with it most of the Saiyans. However, a baby named Kakarot
Yes, I've heard.
survived as he hurtled towards Earth in a spacecraft. Yes, Vegeta's. The Vegeta born on Vegeta, son of Vegeta, grandson of Vegeta.
What did you guess, CBC?
He's Vegeta
And
the
I'm
Fourth.
so glad that you beefed it. The Argyle. I'm so glad that you beat it.
Don't worry,
Thank
Argyle.
you so much for your suffering.
There's plenty more trivia to go.
Thank you so much for your suffering. I appreciate it.
Let's go to our leaderboard. Yes, Sadala is their native planet, which they destroyed. Exactly, Wizworld. Sadala is the home world of the Saiyans, but Vegeta was born on Vegeta.
I love that. Do we see him as a wee babe? Was he born with the widow's peak? With the widow's peak. Was
Probably.
He born with
No, not.
Is American Vampire?
So I looked up.
I don't know.
In my mind palace, I looked up Baby Vegeta, and it gave me the Dragon Ball character Baby.
Hello, I am Earth. I rule the planet Earth. This is my father, Earth.
But again, yeah. Don't worry, you'll see. I will show Baby.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm just looking for the right picture of Baby Vegeta. Of Baby, who is separate from Baby Vegeta.
I'm so confused, Fluval.
This is Baby. No, here we go.
How big of Baby?
This is Baby.
Okay.
But, of course, to see Baby, we have to go somewhere very special.
Oh!
This is Baby.
That's Baby.
This is Baby. Look at Baby.
Is that their name?
Yeah, this character is named Baby.
I love it.
So,
Hooray! Amazing. Incredible. Stunning.
And Baby, well, so it makes sense.
He's a big baby.
Baby's a lot. And there is a form of Baby known as Baby Vegeta, which is this. This is Baby's Vegeta form, because Baby is a parasite. And so Baby Vegeta, and then Baby Vegeta absorbs energy from Gohan, Goten, Trunks, and Bulla to become Super Baby Vegeta.
Oh.
I can't find what Vegeta looked like as a baby because my mind palace is clogged up with that baby.
Oh, nice. Baby the Silver Fox.
Yeah, Dragon Ball's lore, not SEO optimized, because there's bra, lunch, doctor briefs, Pan, who's bread, and Pan is named after bread. It's a lot. Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama really likes puns and just commits to it hard.
Yeah.
There's Piccolo, who's green. But there's also Flute, I think.
Oh, because pickles?
No.
Oh.
Well,
Why is he green then?
yes, that's, I think, the joke.
I thought it was about the instrument.
It is
this
also
whole
about the end. I
time.
think it's both.
This whole time.
I think it's both.
Yes, because of pickles.
Yeah, no.
Everyone else knew this.
I think it's absolutely both, though, because, like...
It's hard and indistinguishable.
So, like, Saiyans, right?
That is the Radio Free Multiverse promise.
So Saiyans...
Indistinguishable from fever
Saiyans
dreams.
are called Saiyans because it's a pun on a Japanese word that means wild man and is an anagram of the Japanese word for vegetables. So it's like a blend of the Japanese word for vegetables and wild man. So
It's like Neanderthal or something.
it's like vegetable person, but those words combined also are the word for wild man.
I'm so confused.
So Yaijin means wild man.
Okay.
And is an anagram of Yasai, which means vegetable, but Jin means person.
Anagram means you can take the letters
Right.
apart and put them back together.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean
No. The anagram, it's derived from the word for wild man, Yaijin, and the word for Ya is shared between wild man and the word for vegetable.
What the fuck?
It's like a mix of a syllable of vegetable and wild man together with gin. So gin is a syllable shared by
it's a
person
pun.
and wild. Yeah, it's a pun. It's a pun, which is and
Did y'all
because
know
of
that there are punning championships?
and because of that pun, all of the Saiyans' individual names are vegetables as well. Like Kakarot, Vegeta is vegetable. Yeah, vegetable is Yasai.
Yeah.
Barter, Broly, it's a lot. Broly's like broccoli. It's a joke, you see. The funniest jokes have to be explained.
I love it when we explain jokes. Usually there's part of it that I didn't realize.
Here's a break where we're going to view the Canadian and UK title sequence for Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball. Oh, you can get the link by typing !trivia. I just like how they shout Z over it. Dragon Ball Z. See, I like this because it sounds like, and I'm pretty sure this is the case, that they just used the theme that they had for the show Dragon Ball and then just digitally inserted someone shouting Z! Because the Dragon Ball theme is just Dragon Ball over instrumentals, so they just shout what sounds like Piccolo just breaking in to shout Z.
They should have gotten like DJ Khaled or someone. Is that how dated is my reference? Someone give me a much better reference.
How dated is your reference? Well, this entire episode is about Dragon Ball Z.
Someone give me a reference.
Which is old enough, it was remastered 12 years ago.
Oh, yes, no. That opening, that
As
is
Dragon
the intention.
Ball Kai.
That is the intention of that opening.
It sure is. Anyway, here's question number 5. Which Saiyan disguised himself as the superhero known as the Great Saiyan Man so he could attend high school? Was that Gohan, Goten, Nappa, or Trunks? Seen here is the Great Saiyan Man.
That sounds awesome. This is Ish. They say Z
They do say
Canada.
Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball. I'm just saying, YouTube said that was the Canadian and the UK version of the theme. I don't know if it's that they didn't name it Z because, like, branding wise, it's Z and not Z. But yeah, this is Dragon Ball Z.
Z is more fun to shout.
Dragon Ball. I don't know. Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. C is better.
It does look like the dimensional veil may be getting a little thick. So if you're seeing any disturbances, that's why. It looks like it cleared up. The correct answer is Gohan, who operated in secret as that superhero so that he could attend public high school. Yes, and fight for justice.
Yep.
By just beating up criminals. That's true. Misty information is correct. Zed leads the Men in Black and looks suspiciously like Rip Torn.
Ooh.
Rip.
I forgot that name.
You forgot Rip Torn?
Rip Torn.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because there was all the releases were so staggered in the English language dub.
Oh, Rip.
Oh, Rippy Torn.
Oh, Rippy Torn.
Oh, Rippy, R.I.P. Rip.
Rip,
Rip,
that
rip,
rip. Rip, rip, rip.
Rip, rip.
Rip, rip.
Well, hopefully you can see us clear enough to see our leaderboard, where Jupiter for Kerfie is in first place with Wizworld Live in second, Dragon Balls in third, Majin Void GT in fourth, and Bootleg Burter in fifth. Exactly, you had to watch it all again before the next arc starts. You don't have to do that for our next trivia question, though, because here it comes now. ACAB, but which Dragon Ball hero becomes a cop during Dragon Ball Super?
That's less of a but and more of an and.
Chaozu, Krillin, Tien, or Yamcha? Which member of the Z Fighters becomes a cop in Dragon Ball Super?
Hey, Ripley, you torn anything up lately?
Ripley torn.
Do
you know the answer to this one, Things from the Void? Before the answer is revealed, I'm curious to see how up-to-date you are with Dragon Ball Super.
Rip.
What? Didn't that little bald guy die in, like, every fight? He does die more than once, I'll give you that.
Which little bald guy? I suppose there's only one confirmed bald guy.
One of them has a hat.
Yeah, one of them does have a hat.
So we can't say for... Chaozu wears a hat. Tien's
torn up some trash.
Tien's a tall bald guy. What little bald guy, Wallace Shawn? I like that, like... All of you,
inconceivable.
The vast majority of you are like, yeah, that's a Krillin move. And it is. He's a cop during the Golden Frieza saga, where he gives out speeding tickets, catches robbers, and more. Bulma helps him catch some criminals, and he still gives her a speeding ticket.
Sounds like a fucking cop.
Yeah, well, Majin Void GT up in second place, Wizworld Live in third, Bootleg Burter in fourth, Dragon Balls in fifth, but Jupiter Kerfie's holding on to first place so far. Here's Krillin as a cop on his dumbass Segway. His dumbass hovering little Segway.
The future is now.
Wait, whom? JPTRKRFY is in first.
JTFKPRY.
Is it you, Redactron? Is that you? I mean, I don't hate it. I like his helmet too. Yeah, exactly. At least he's a dweeb. Oh, such a dweeb.
Yep.
Well, Akira Toriyama designed this famous dweeb, but he also designed characters outside of Dragon Ball, including in which of these video games in this multi-select did he design characters for? Chrono Trigger, Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, and or Fire Emblem. Be sure to choose all of the video games that Akira Toriyama designed characters for, in addition to designing all of the characters you know, love, and in Dragon Ball. Do you know the answer to this one, intern CD-ROM?
I do know that he definitely based many of his character designs on things like minstrel characters and other racist caricatures.
Oh yeah, Dragon Ball
100%
has plenty of problematic elements that...
In that it's just a straight line, like...
Yeah, no, I don't mean subtle. I mean, he does have characters that...
loves his pointy hair, also loves just, you know...
Also characters who can most politely be described as Jinx-esque. Anyway, the correct answers are Chrono Trigger and Dragon Quest. And we're going to take a closer look at some of those designs. The ones from those games. After we take a look at our leaderboard. Where Wizworld Live rise up to second with 3 correct answers in a row. We don't talk about Mr. Popo. Well... there may be a question that touches on that a little later on. But here are all the characters in Dragon Quest, which, as you can see, have many of the hallmarks of his designs. And Akira Toriyama has worked on every single entry in Dragon Quest since its debut in 1986 in the US.
Yes.
It was known as Dragon Warrior.
That is a true thing.
He also designed the characters for Chrono Trigger, which came out in 1995. But he didn't return for its pseudo-sequel, Chrono Cross.
I like the Frogman. Can we just keep the Frogman?
What do you think the Frogman's name is?
Frogman?
Your
Ribbit?
your first guess was very close.
Frogman?
Nope.
Froggy?
Frog.
Frog!
Frog is a 40-year-old knight from the Middle Ages who was originally named Glenn. He was a squire under Cyrus, but then when Cyrus was killed, he was turned into a frog and became known as Frog. He's 4 feet to 5 feet tall,
Wow.
but he can jump real far because he's a frog.
That's some well-kept canon.
You better believe it.
Yeah. He's such a cutie. Oh
You know
my
who's
God.
not a cutie?
Who?
The villainous Dr. Jiro, who's the subject of our next question. Dr. Jiro created android warriors to fight for which paramilitary criminal organization? The Rabbit Mob, the Red Ribbon Army, the Spice Boys, or the Toad Warriors. All of these are real groups in Dragon Ball lore. But which of these fielded the villainous android warriors seen here, blowing up some people with guns?
Boom.
Boom.
Words, and other words. The Trump re-election campaign, am I right? Unfortunately, yes.
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh no, LG, rooting for the Spice Boys. I appreciate your suffering.
Yes, of
over your internet,
course.
not letting us you play our game. That means that we own that suffering because we caused it.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah. Yeah, that checks out.
Ooh.
18 wouldn't be, but 17, yeah. Anyway, the correct answer is the Red Ribbon Army, which also utilized a front company called Red Pharmaceuticals. Additionally, in the game Dragon Ball Online, which is set 200 years after all of the rest of the Dragon Ball saga, the Red Ribbon Army is resurrected as the Red Pants Army. The Rabbit Mob are a gun-wielding human mob led by a talking rabbit who they worship. They also live on the moon.
Look, if I was on the moon and a talking rabbit gave me a gun.
And they're back on the moon after it gets destroyed by Piccolo.
I'm fair, but it
comes back.
the moon comes back?
Yeah, and they live there.
Okay, but all the planets we've destroyed are still destroyed, right?
Yeah, no, we are much.
Okay,
We don't
okay.
have.
We're much more powerful. Okay.
Look,
Roger.
I make sure to kill Piccolo and Kami in every world we destroy a planet, so that the Dragon Balls of Earth can't be used to bring the planet back.
Oh, good. Oh, thank goodness.
Fun thing that you asked that, Jazz Fadson Montgomery. In Dragon Ball Super, apparently there are worlds where, or there's a universe where there are planet-sized Dragon Balls.
Red pants, no.
Because the Earth Dragon Balls are small, the Namek ones are bigger, and so the only place to go is more bigger, and so they're just planet-sized Dragon Balls.
Hi, I'm Intern Kristie. Thank you
Intern Cooler,
so
talk about your
much.
Frieza makeup.
Intern Kristie, thank you so much. It took me about probably 45 minutes overall because I was watching DBZ Abridged Season 2, which I would not suggest anyone who isn't just gaga for a bunch of transphobic jokes, as well as other things, watching. I just wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
you know?
Season 2, not the one to revisit if you have nostalgia for
Not
DBZ
the one.
Abridged.
Not the one.
But you should visit
so
our...
much. It's because I'm so talented and have been doing this for 2 years.
Also, the Spice Boys work for the villainous would-be conqueror Garlic Jr., and their names are Mustard, Vinegar, Salt, and their leader, Spice.
Oh.
The Toad Warriors are just a biker gang. They're not frogs or anything.
Aww.
They're just guys with bikes.
You're the Manchurian Candidate, and one of these word sequences is gonna make misinformation, commit political assassination. No, that's a John Bolton thing.
JPTRFRKRFI, you're in first place with 6 answers in a row. But also, it's funny you mentioned DBZ Abridged, because that's the subject of our next question.
Before they were just going Super Saiyan.
But the redubbed comedy series Dragon Ball Z Abridged was created by which internet comedy team? Is that Team 4-Star, Smosh, Team Starkid, or Team Z? And this is a double points question, so it could make quite a difference.
If you didn't get to watch Goku get his driver's license, then you aren't even watching the show.
Trans rights are human rights.
Look. We are not allowed to destroy your planet.
No.
Until that is the case, so I would really appreciate
Well, the correct answer to this question is Team 4-Star. The group of voice actors, sound designers. Team 4-Star is a group of voice actors, sound designers, musicians, entertainers, and anime lovers based out of Texas, which might be why those jokes haven't aged well. And they were founded in 2008 and produced episodes of Dragon Ball Z Abridged until they announced the end of the series in 2020. I will say, some of those late episodes we're still making 300 jokes.
Yeah. So, the first season, though, there were only 9 instances of jokes that we would have removed completely.
And Dragon Ball...
And 2 of them were just ongoing joke runners about gayness and other gross stuff.
The Dragon Ball Z Abridged ended after the Cell Saga
and 2 slurs.
They were gonna do the Boo Saga, and then just decided they didn't have the enthusiasm anymore. And copyright takedowns were making it harder to keep the episodes up. So who knows what'll happen to this episode of Grand Trivia? Let's go on to the leaderboard.
It's okay, we can just wish it back with the Dragon Balls.
And now, that was question 9, which must mean that our next question is the last one. Let's go to question number 10, which is a multi-select. Which of these are real ways an American release of Dragon Ball Z was censored? Was beer turned into water, cigarettes removed from characters' mouths, hell became the home for infinite losers, or they attempted to make Mr. Popo's whole deal less racist? Which of these are real? This is a multi-select Wizworld Live. Which of these are real ways Dragon Ball Z was censored in an American release? Some of them good ways. One of them very good. Really. Oh, shit. Well, man. So the Hitler thing I meant to swap out because Hitler was actually not removed.
I thought Hitler was removed.
No, Hitler was kept in because I know that because there was an American voice actor credited with the Hitler version. Basically, Hitler's bad in it, though. If that makes you feel better.
That's probably why they left that in.
There's an episode where a movie where the border between life and death is thinned, and so villains come back from hell, and Hitler comes back, and then Goten beats the shit out of Hitler and sends him back to hell. Yeah, Goku's grandson beats the shit out of Hitler. But... Well, 9001 is in third, so let's take a look at the censorship.
Yeah.
Beer was turned into water to downplay Master Roshi's frequent boozing. Many instances of him drinking beer were turned into milk, water, or failing everything else, root beer.
He was still a fucking creep, though.
Yeah, they removed some of the instances of him being a creep, but it's so much of his characterization. They left a bunch of them in there.
Nice frothy water.
No, they did not clean that up at all.
No.
But they did clean up cigarettes, which were removed from farmers' mouths. And also Bulma's hands and the hands of her mom, which is why her hands are just at weird angles sometimes.
Kids love alcoholic relatives.
And then hell was turned into the home for infinite losers, which meant they had to go back and doctor this ogre's tank top. Every single frame it appeared in Because when Goku fell off Snake Way in the original Japanese version, he fell all the way to hell.
Do you see how, like, to erase the two lines, it would just be right next to each other, too?
Yeah.
Just the end off one of the L's in that A.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all they did. And so it became the home for infinite
Hiffle.
losers. Hiffle.
Hiffle. Go to Hiffle. I need it.
And then this is their attempt to make Mr. Popo
Deals.
just
Alice
less bad.
Deals. They tried.
They tried.
It still looks fucking bad
It's
because
still
he's
bad.
wearing a turban.
It's still bad, so we're going to go to the next question, which is our actual final question, which is another multi-select. Throughout history, the monstrous Majin Buu has been awakened by which of these alien wizards? Babidi, Bibidi, Bujin, or Fu? Yes, it was only the 4Kids remaster in 2010 that made him blue. Apparently, until 2010, it was not seen as a problem. Basically, yeah, Mr. Popo basically is. He also has a magic carpet because, yeah, Akira Toriyama wasn't being subtle with the racism.
Nope.
But which wizards, which space wizards awoke Majin Buu? Was it Babidi, Bibidi, Bujin, or Fu? This is Majin Buu's, one of Majin Buu's forms, clapping along.
And this is Studio Cat.
Yes, this is Studio Cat. Hello, Studio Cat.
Studio Cat. We are not really entirely sure what Studio Cat's role is, but when we tried to remove them, everything broke. So they're back. They're back. Yes.
Yeah, that's why that trivia question had the dictator answer that was supposed to be removed. It's because Studio Cat wasn't there when the intern was writing it. The correct answers are Babidi and his ancestor Bibidi. Millions of years before Dragon Ball, Bibidi awakened the ancient evil Buu. Whenever Bibidi needed assistance, of course, he would split into doppelgangers, including Babidi. So Bibidi sealed Buu in a ball because Buu proved too difficult to reliably control. And then in the Buu saga, Babidi released Buu. And you put them together, and what do you got? Bibbidi bobbidi, bibbidi bobbidi, bibbidi bobbidi boo.
This is a really good heuristic for getting questions right in our game.
Especially about Dragon Ball.
Studio.
Because Dragon Ball is very silly, and is what happens when what is essentially a fantasy comedy thing decides halfway through to transform into a sci-fi action series.
Yay!
Yeah. I recognized Bujin, but that's friggin' Yu-Gi-Oh!
Frickin' Yu-Gi-Oh!
It isn't only Yu-Gi-Oh!
Mistakes happen.
It's not only Yu-Gi-Oh! Though.
No?
It was an even sillier trick than that. Bujin is an actual Dragon Ball Z character who is one of Bojack's 4 Galaxy soldiers in Dragon Ball Z Bojack Unbound. This is Bujin.
Bojack Unbound, you mean the porn?
Yes. No, I mean the one where Bojack tries to get that owl to break up with him.
This one was written by Bobby Waxberg.
Yeah, Bobby Wax.
Bobby Wax.
Bobby Wax, the big Dragon Ball head.
Yeah, they tried to get Lisa Hannawell to draw it, but she was too busy being paid by Adult
This is
Swim
Bojack.
for her genius, so...
This is Bojack.
Wow, look at that guy.
And this is Bojack in the film. Oh, no, that's the anime still. This is Bojack in the film. You know, this wiki's not working with me, so let's just look up Fu. Because Fu is also a Dragon Ball character.
Does he have a horse?
No, I don't want to view source for Bojack.
I'll watch Bojack. I haven't watched it through in like maybe a year.
This is Fu. Fu, of course, is the artificial son of the demon Toa and her other creation, Mira. He fully debuted in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 and subsequently appeared in Super Dragon Ball Heroes, who is the rightful successor by Dabura as King of the Dragon Realm. This is Fu.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been running in some form or another since 1984. It's just incredibly dense and, like, doesn't, like...
It's about looking at the pretty designs flying around with bright lights. That's what it was for me. That's what most
by the way,
are.
this is Bulla, and it redirected from the character name of Bra Briefs.
Jesus Christ.
Because in the manga, this character's name is Bra Briefs.
And that's the Radio Free Multiverse promise, Missy.
Yes, Bra Briefs was the younger sister of Trunks
nerd.
Briefs.
Fighting games are fun, and fighting is fun.
Yes, they
when
are.
We are causing the fighting.
Why they
it's
are
fun.
related to Dr. Briefs. They're Dr. Briefs' grandchildren, thanks to Dr. Briefs' daughter, Bulma Briefs, whose name in Japanese is basically Bloomer Briefs. Because that entire family is named after underwear.
Oh, yeah, she married Vegeta once he was done being a genocidal maniac.
Yes.
Wow. You hear that, everyone? Forgive Nazis and marry them?
It's basically that, like,
That doesn't make you a collaborator.
do you think George Lucas goes really far with silly names? Dragon Ball is just out here showing George Lucas what for. In 1984, Akira Toriyama thought it would be funny to give a character a pun name, and he has stuck hard to that pun for 30 years, almost.
You didn't miss anything, Missy.
Yeah, you didn't miss any context or anything, but now let's go to
Hopefully
the...
one that's about to be destroyed.
Let's see our winner. In third place with 7 out of 11 correct, it's Jazz Fadson Z. In second place with 9 out of 11 correct, it's WizWorld Live. And in first place with 10 out of 11 correct, only missed one, it is JPTFRKRFI. If you're our winner, DM intern Forrest, Keeper of the Cannon, or intern Emily Pineapple on Discord, or DM us on Twitter at RF Multiverse.
Or Instagram.
Or Instagram at Radio Free Multiverse. And we'll send you
this plus other
this
prizes.
freshly wet prize.
Yes. Only missed a tricky multi. Was that you?
Was that you?
Things
No.
from the void?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well played to our winner. Yeah, that was the only one they missed. Things from the Void had a name that wdirectly incorporated from the Void. Unless you had multiple accounts going, which...
Ooh, we do condone cheating here.
I don't know how to hit...
Cheating is good.
Wait, was that you, Jess?
Was it you, Joss?
Wait. Jess, was that you? Were you? No, you were Jess Fadson Z.
Yeah.
Whatever, who it was, tell us.
Double boxing that trivia.
And CBC got a hard-eyed chicken from Kahoot, but let's see. What gift does our winner get? Find out next week on Grand Trivia. I'm just kidding. Here it is. WizWorld, were you WizWorld Live and our winner? Wow, if that was you.
Missy claims it wasn't them. I don't know about that.
Well, whoever our mysterious winner was, DM us so we can send you your prize. DM us your address, that is, so we can send you your prize. And of course, if you want to keep supporting, whatever this episode was, you can buy our merch at alice.deals, including Wave 1 of our FM merch, Wave 2, where you can put me on your head, or Wave 3, where you can salute me whenever you pass. Put me on any of your cloth-based goods, or more. And you can support us as well at patreon.com/Radio Free Multiverse, because that's the name of the show, you see. That's why our Patreon's called that. And be sure to tune in again next week for 10 more. Well, this time there was 11, but 10 more Titanic, terrifying trivia questions. And what is the theme for next week?
What's the theme?
It is, of course, It's gonna be Sandman trivia.
It's gonna be Sandman.
It's gonna be Sandman
It's gonna be
trivia.
Sandman trivia.
It was gonna be Kool-Aid trivia because next week is National Kool-Aid Day. But instead,
we can sneak some Kool-Aid.
it's gonna be Sandman trivia.
I highly suggest listening to Screw It. Let's just talk about comics. They go through some of the best Sandman arcs.
Exactly, Jess,
and
the
it's
guy from
fantastic.
Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the guy from Spider-Man 3. It's me, Majin Stan Lee. Excelsior, true believers. I'm going to go destroy the entire human
I've heard that
population.
too.
I'll be doing that, but you should be here next week so we can see how much you know about Sandman, the comic from my distinguished competition. Excelsior! We'll see you next week. We have your coordinates.
Here he comes. Swimming closer than farther away. Fluval.